and then Allah does not loves. Replace this word with yuhib. Let's take an example of this. The verse, same Surah Hud. What did it say over here? That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, an ansaha lakum in kana Allahu yuridu an yughwiyakum. That it will not benefit if Allah wills to misguide you. Now let us replace this by yuhib. Kana Allahu yuhibbul an yughwiyakum. Does Allah loves misguidance? No. That means this is what? Irada koniya. This verse over here, yurid, is using irada koniya. Why? Allah does not likes misguidance. So yurid over here is irada koniya. Why irada koniya is what? Allah can like it, Allah can dislike it. Allah can be happy, Allah can be unhappy with it. Alright? Now the second verse. Wallahu yuridu an yatuba alaykum. Wallahu yuhibbu an yatuba alaykum. Allah loves that He forgives you. Does Allah loves it? Yes or no? Does Allah loves to forgive us? So this is irada shar'iyya. Over here this word yurid is used as irada shar'iyya. Did you understand the difference? I can see that it's not clear. Okay, what you did not understand? I'm sorry? Yurid, okay. Okay, I told you that wherever you see the word faman sha, it means this is irada koniya, the will of Allah, which is koniya. And koniya, there are two principles for it. Koniya will always be there. Irada koniya will always be there. Second, irada koniya, it does not necessarily means Allah is happy with it. These are the two principles for irada koniya. For irada shar'iyya, okay, it is not necessary that it is there. Sometimes it will be there, sometimes it will not. And I give the example prayer. But Allah loves it. So sometimes prayer is there, sometimes prayer is not. Some people pray and some people don't. Okay, and whenever the word Shah is used in the Quran, faman Shah, this is the Mashiat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Mashiat is always koniya, irada koniya, meaning it will happen and it is not necessary Allah is happy with it. And when the word yurid is used in shar'iyya sense, then it might be there, it might not be there. And Allah loves to do it. And I give the example, and I will clarify the same. Wallahu yuridu an yatuba alaykum. That Allah yurid, Allah wills, Allah wants to forgive you. Okay? Does Allah loves it? Yes. Is it always there? No. Some people they ask Allah for forgiveness, some don't. So this is irada shar'iyya. Now did you understand? That irada shar'iyya, sometimes it will be there, sometimes not. Does everyone ask forgiveness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? No. So that means this is irada shar'iyya, meaning if you do, Allah love it. If you don't do, then it's not there. But Allah wants it to be there. Okay? Now did you understand? If it's not clear, ask. Don't be shy. Because do not leave doubt in your mind and in your heart. If you can crush the doubt, try to kill it, then okay. If you cannot, express it, and I will inshallah clarify. I will try to clarify it more. Is it clear now? That the word yurid, it can be used in koni sense, it can be used in shar'i sense. If it is in koni sense, then we will see by replacing it with the yuhib. If it is something that Allah, it is good, then we will say it is shar'i. Like the example of Allahu yuhibbul an yatuba alaykum. Allah loves. We replace the yurid with yuhib. So we see that it translates as what? Wallahu yuhibbul wallahu yuhibbu an yatuba alaykum. That Allah loves to forgive you. But over there, wallahu yuhibbul an yaghwiyakum. Allah loves to misguide you. Does Allah loves to misguide us? No. So that means this is a koniya. That misguidance is there, but Allah is not happy with it. Alright? Clear? Okay. No. Okay. Question. Does Allah wants disobedience? Shaykh ibn Uthaymeen rahmatullah says, if it is asked that does Allah wants disobedience, then the answer for this, from the Shara'i irada, no. From the Shara'i irada, Allah wants obedience. And from the Koni irada, yes, it can be there, but it does not mean Allah is happy with it. It does not mean that Allah likes it. This is the answer given by Shaykh Uthaymeen rahmatullahi alayh. But it happens by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now we clarified yurid, the word yurid. Now what is mashiyah? Okay, now we will come to that. What is mashiyah? Right now we have described yurid, that yurid can be koniyah and shar'iyah. Now we know that mashiyah, the word sha'Allah, is koniyah, but what is it? And how can we understand this? Mashiyah is the will of Allah as well as the will of the human being. Mashiyah is the will of Allah as well as the will of the human being. And the proof for this is Surah Takwir, chapter number 81, verse number 28 and 29. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says over here, Liman sha aminkum an yastaqim. Liman sha, again sha. Sha is koniya. This is a koni irada. If that it is there, you have the choice. But if it does not mean that Allah likes it and always. Okay? Liman sha aminkum an yastaqim. That whoever among you wants, walk straight, an yastaqim, come to the straight path. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمَا تَشَاءُونَ إِلَّا أَن يَشَاءَ اللَّهُ rabbil alameen. But you cannot will until Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wills. So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have told us one very important principle, that human being does not have complete full will, as opposed to the Qadariyah. What do they say? Human being is free to do whatever he wishes and Allah cannot stop us. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says over here, no, you cannot will illa an yasha Allahu rabbil alameen. You cannot will until Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wills. So meaning that the top supreme one is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If He wills, we will will it. If He does not will, we cannot will it. Did you understand this principle? That if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wills something, then we will it. But if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wills, then we don't will, we cannot will. And you will see this, the example, people who have epilepsy, whose body is, what do you call that? That they cannot move. There is a special name for that disease. They cannot move. They are just like this. Huh? Paralyzed. Okay. The people who are paralyzed. Okay. They want to move, but they cannot move. Why? Because Allah wills them not to move. Although they want to move, because they can hear, they can see. They want to speak, but they cannot. Why? Illa an yasha Allah, except that Allah wills. So here Allah shows His authority, His power, that if He wills, you cannot even will anything. And even if you will, if Allah wills against it, you cannot do anything again. So human being is not completely free-willed. Rather, he is free will in some, and rather he is forced in some. And in everything there is the wisdom of Allah. Why? Because of our principles. That Allah is Allahu bi ahkam al-hakimin. Is not Allah the most wise? So Allah is the most wise. There is wisdom. We are not able to understand it. It is our mistake. Okay, and irada, mashiyat are of two kinds as well. The mashiyah are of two kinds. The first, that which is past. The first one is that which is past, in the past, in the that which has passed away, meaning in the back. Okay, like for example, the people who came before us, it is past. Okay, whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wrote in Luhal Mahfuz 50,000 years ago, before He created us. Yaktubu taqadir kullu khalaiq. As in Sahih Muslim, Ibn Abbas says that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, aktubu maqadir kullu khalaiq. Alfa khamsa'ina sana. 50,000 years ago, Allah wrote everything in the Luhal Mahfuz. 50,000 years before He created us. Subhanallah. So this is something which is already past. This is the first mashiyah, the first will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Second kind is that things that are happening. Things that are happening. And the things that are happening, there are of three kinds. See how much this knowledge, any field of Islam is so much diverse, and how people think, oh yes, I know everything, I know Islam. but they don't understand the knowledge of Islam is diverse. So the things that are happening, there are of three kinds.